Business, a person's occupation, profession, or trade. Connection, a relationship in which a person or idea is linked or associated with something else. Welcome to Business Connection. Each week, our program will offer inspiration to navigate the business world. Information you can use to succeed in any field. And we will help you focus on your goals. Join us now for Business Connection with your host, BC Clark.
Well, hello everybody. This is the Business Connection, the last month in the year. And my guest today is Kekeli, and she'll give you her last name when she speaks. But so great to have you here today. It's kind of cold outside, but it's great. It's a great time to be alive and to be here. As you know, the Business Connection, we interview business owners across the state and some out of state as well. I'm happy to have Kekeli here today, and she's going to talk a little bit about herself. Welcome to the show, Kekeli.
Hi.
Hi. Good. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Kekeli Oklouvi, and I'm the owner of the Light Hair Braiding.
Yes.
This is my business. Before, I used to work hard, and since I don't have time for my kid, I decided to open my business as I do at home as a braiding. I did before as a side hustle, but I work on my side hustle to make it more professional.
Okay.
So that is why I opened my business at the Light Hair Braiding.
Okay.
Now I rent a space, I pay everything, I fight tax, I make it more legal.
Okay.
So I fight tax with my business. It's something I love doing. I love my job. I know it's not easy job.
Yeah.
It is not. But I love what I'm doing.
You love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's important because, I mean, when if you have to work for somebody, and, we all start out working for someone else, that's fine. I mean, because we're there to do a job and what have you. But when you want to do your own business, when you want to, put your passion into something that you really love, and you are doing that, that's where you get the most great, you're grateful for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, so it's called the Light Hair Braiding. And where is it located?
I'm located at 10154 Maple Street.
10154 Maple Street. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now tell us all the types of things that you do, what types of services you do provide.
We provide all braiding style.
All braiding.
We braid bust braid, knotless braid, cornrows, stitch cornrows, Senegalese twists, and we braid all type of hair.
Okay.
You can have straight, curly, or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
your
matter.
hair type.
You can do all types.
We can do everything.
Now, so how long have you been in business?
I opened my business since February 10, 2020.
Oh, okay. Great. So you've got about almost 5 years going here?
It's almost 6 years. So
Almost
I'm going
6
to
years.
close the 6th year in February 10.
Oh, wow. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yes. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You got past the 5-year mark, and that's always a plus, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So what have you noticed about being in business that you didn't know before you got in business? What are some of the things that you found out since you've been in business?
It's not easy. I was expecting, it's not easy, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. First, you gotta face the client. Some customers are so difficult to handle with.
Yeah.
But you need to be patient, follow their role and what they want, because my goal is to satisfy all my customer needs.
Right.
So I want them to be happy about my service. So I do my best.
Yeah.
I do my best. And people who used to come to my place, they know that we do our best.
You do your best, yeah.
Okay, now with people who help me, you got to do good job. And my goal is, if you're not braiding good for some customer, I can say, you know what, you're not doing the right way. You can take it down and redo it the way the customer want to. So the priority for us is to satisfy our customers.
Yes. So that's really good, because customer service is like the number one thing.
Yeah.
If you have, any business, obviously, but in what you're doing too, it is customer satisfaction. And I think that's important when you talk to your employees, because I think a lot of times what happens is that we don't do official orientation of employees when we hire them, because usually what happened, we've started the business and now we have customers coming and now we need to hire.
Yeah.
And we're hiring. The thing is that we always have to remember that we need to hire and give them orientation, get them assimilated into things. I think that that's one of the things that doesn't happen up front. And that's why I think a lot of times we don't have all the, have people doing exactly, sometimes they think, oh, I can just do this, because maybe they don't think they've been properly oriented.
Right, right.
Because sometimes I think that's what happens, not that it happens all the time, but, when you look at what you're doing, listening at the customer, that's really important. And if they're not satisfied, then how are you going to get sales, right? So I think that's really good that you do that. So let me ask you this. Do you have a lot of interns that you kind of bring in to have training and stuff like that? Have you done any of that?
Sometimes some people come, they don't know how to braid very well. So I have to teach them. I have to show them how to do it the right way.
Yes.
I do my best. Sometimes it's not everybody who carry.
Yeah.
If I try with you that you cannot carry, I will let you go.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting it the right way it's supposed to be. I try, and then it's not easy to teach somebody how to braid also.
No, I see all the different types that you do, and I'm like, that would take hours to even learn it. So
learning
it's definitely a skill.
It's a skill. It's not something you gotta get up and do it right away. No.
Yeah.
You need to practice, work
Absolutely.
on it. Several work. It can be some people get it fast. Start from 4 months and plus. The minimum can be 4 months and plus.
Wow.
To get somebody to start getting it.
To really
Even
understand
4 months is not that enough, but with somebody who know what she's doing, I can deal with somebody who can start with 4 months and work with the person and make it more better. The older you get in the skills, the better you
Because,
become.
with skills, the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people don't understand that. They think, okay, I've already had 2 hours of training. That's not enough. Because there's things that you won't see in just 2 hours. Like you said, after 4 hours of training, they still don't have it. But, if they continue to do it every day and understand exactly how it has to be done, which I think a lot of times people get frustrated and tired, but everybody doesn't have the knack for it either.
You need a patience. You need to be patient.
Well, you have to. That's why it takes hours to do this, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be patient, but also you have to be willing to learn it if you really want to do it well.
If you really want to give your heart to it, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, and especially if you decide that you want to make this be a side hustle for you, I mean, because it could be additional extra money, but you really need to do it well. You wouldn't want to do someone's hair and all of a sudden it's coming loose the next day that they leave. That would be good.
I cannot say that those things doesn't happen. It's happened, but if the customer come back and say, oh, you did my hair, and start losing the previous day, I say, you know what, come here, we're gonna fix it. Sometimes, and then I'm very okay to fix the customer hair.
Yes.
Because you pay for something you want. You're gonna get it.
Yes. That's so good. That's good. That's great customers. That's a great culture to have in your business.
You work hard, you pay for something. You want a specific way.
Yeah.
I agree. If it's not done the right way, we can fix it for you.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So now, how long have you? So what country are you from?
I'm from Togo, West Africa.
Togo, West Africa. Yes, yes. So, and how long have you been here?
Oh, I can say 15 years.
15 years? Okay, great. Yes. Now, did you have a business in Togo?
In my country, yes, but it's a different business.
Different type of business?
Yeah, but before I went to business school in my country. So I work as a business marketing something like that. So that is the degree I got before moving to America.
Okay, so you went to school and you took marketing and stuff like that in business, and so
in my country.
So that probably helped you come here, right? Because when you got here and you decided to do your own business after you know.
That is why. But when I come, the beginning, I didn't decide the right way because I'm having the language problem, and then I need to know how things going on. I need to understand the country, the rule and the law and everything.
Yes.
So I take my time, and then I work. I get certificate of CNA, and finally I was going to school. I got my associate in general study, applied science, and I was trying to go to nursing school. I was going to nursing. I started a program
Yeah.
as a practical nursing, but it was hard for me because I couldn't have time for my kids, and
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't easy. So I
No.
just decided that, okay, since I'm very good in my side hustle, why not make it
Just-
more professional?
Yeah.
That's why I work on my side to make it more professional.
That's
Now,
amazing.
this is my full-time job. I don't do nothing besides
Besides this one.
And my concern is just make it more flexible for me to take my kid to school and pick them
It's
up on
flexibility. It
time.
gives you flexibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
And-
why I'm still working on this one.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's the beauty of being able to have your own business, especially where it's something like you can set your own schedule, your own time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I see all the things that you're doing, which is amazing to me. I'm like, that's so gorgeous, you know,
Oh, thank
to look at
you.
that. Yeah, it's so good. And it's great when you have that passion and you want it, you know, you're not trying to just let people come and go and you just do anything to them. You really care about, you know, their hair, and you want to make sure that you're giving them the best
Yeah.
that they, you know, that you can.
Yeah.
So that's good. So let me ask you this. So what have you found out, or what things have you decided that you can change or you can upscale, anything that you might want to do process improvement within your shop?
Okay, I was thinking to go to I want to add more skills to my job, and then I was trying to go to barbering school.
Barbering school?
Yes, because I want to do barbering.
You want to
Something I want. I'm very good. I know how to cut hair, but I need a license so I can work more professional.
So you can add another service to
Yes.
what you're doing. Yeah.
Yes, I try. My problem is I don't have my kid. My youngest is 4 years, so I'm very busy with my kid for
Sure.
now. I'm just want to let them. I want to let them grow a little more. Then I can go to barbering school.
School, yeah.
So I can add that skill to my job.
To your job. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Have you thought about maybe while you're waiting to go to barber school, having someone come in and, you know, having a barber chair there and them paying you rent? That would be a way to up your revenue coming into the shop.
Yeah, if I found that would be great. For now, I just do braids from my side, and for right now, I have somebody who come to the shop because for the thing that has happened, it's very hard. We're not having customer as the way it's supposed to be anymore.
Yeah.
Because most of people are braiding, especially for their home. And
They're doing braids from
they
their
from
homes and
the
stuff like that.
homes. Yes, a lot of people are doing that. So the business is it's not like like that. It's
like
a
it
little bit-
was.
yeah, and so it's hard to pay the bills, the rent, and so. So right now, I have a lady who's renting a space. One lady is renting the space
renting
in
a
my
space.
shop now.
Yeah.
And she's cosmetologist, and she's doing all those
All the
things.
different types of things. And maybe, you know, sometimes you might look at too, if you think that braiding is kind of, you know, trend is kind of going down,
Yeah.
then maybe if your space is big enough, why not look at having more renters come in that do things with the hair?
For now, I just rent that is the only thing I can afford because the space is not that big enough.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
I'm just using 3 chairs for myself. That one, just in case, so I can have people that help
Yeah.
me because braiding take
More than one
more
person.
than yeah.
I know.
Sometimes it can be one person, but take a time.
Takes
Take a
time, yeah, it takes a long
into-
time.
Yeah, just
But you know, and always, I think the good thing too is as a business owner, you're always looking for ways to improve, you know, looking for ways that you can bring in more revenue. And a lot of times it could be the services that you offer, but also, you know, in that industry, you can sell products too. Do you sell some products as well? Not
for
so much?
now. I'm not selling nothing. I'm not planning to sell a product. That will be my plan, but not right now.
Yeah. You want to just go ahead and just make sure you're doing the braiding and like that. So do you think that the braiding is the trend is that it's leaving?
For me, the braiding is not leaving. It's because the braider are too much.
Too many braiders. Got it.
Yes, that is the problem.
That's the problem. So they're okay. So you have more of them than you had like a year ago or 2 years ago. Everybody's kind of jumped in and are doing that. Okay, got it. So all right. So then, if this trend continues, what would you
I will go to my barbering school
barbering school
and
get
I will
your-
open my barber shop and continue doing the
Continue to do
braids in the side and do my barber. Because as a woman, especially from my ethnic or my
The ethnicity?
people, yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
people, women don't do that job very much. But it's something
That you want.
I want to do, a barbering,
Yeah.
and then do haircut and
Yeah, well, I
something
think
I
that's all in the same industry anyway, so that would be good, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's because I don't have time to go to that school yet because the school take more than about a year and 1 month.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I was wondering if I can get just the certificate, if I can go to some training and get the certificate and start that job, I will. But I don't find any resource for that yet. Yeah.
So there's nothing there. Well, no, I do know that there is a beauty school. You know about that one on 103rd Street? It's north.
110.
It's
No, I don't know that one. I went to us at Zeno Academy.
okay. Well, it's called gosh, what's it's on 103rd and something, but they teach. So I don't know if they teach barbering, but it may be a little more. It may be cost effective to learn out. But anyway, have you thought about doing any other types of hair besides braiding? So maybe you might be able to introduce some of those things to keep that revenue coming in, so that you don't get stuck in
On just the braid.
and just the braiding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be something to look at, because I know quite a few people in different industries are looking to improve or do something different or add more to their, because what's happening is that there is a lot of congestion, when you look at the room for different things. Construction is kind of, a lot of people into construction right now, whether it's cleaning or whether it's building houses, whatever. There's a lot of people, so it's getting saturated. I think that you're right about the braiding. It's getting saturated too. There's a lot of people that wants to do it and think they can do it really well.
Yeah.
The thing is that the ones who can't do it really well don't have customers long. So,
Yeah.
so then they leave there and go to someone that they know they're going to give them what they want. But I think as a business owner, we're always thinking about, okay, what can I do next?
Yeah.
And sometimes even in my profession, that, as a consultant, as a coach, I have to change things around, I do a lot of training now than I did before. I do a lot of speaking as well, but lately it's been contracts for training, which I love. I love that, better than anything. I love speaking too. So, and then I have individuals that come for personal coaching, some business coaching and stuff like that. So it's just things like that I think that we always have to, as a business owner, and you don't want to get back out there into the work environment. The best thing is to open up something that you really want to do and be able to service that. And then, and treat people the way they need to be treated, provide for them what they're looking for in that industry, and be able to get the revenue that you're looking for.
Yeah.
That would help also if you can have your target market defined, so that you know exactly who you're communicating to, because that in marketing, you got to have identified who your target market is, so that you can make sure that you're sending out the communications to the right people,
Yeah. Right.
as opposed to sending it out and then you have just going to people that don't even have hair. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? So that could be different.
Right.
But I think that those are, so we're always looking at what we can do, to better our business, or what we can add to our business, so that the revenue continues to run in,
Yeah.
And I think that's some of the things that a lot of women have talked about is, I don't know if I can do anything else. I don't know what else I can do. And I said, well, you want to start now. If you feel like this is not going to be there, in the next year or two, then you want to start looking at different things to see what things you might want to do and start learning about those things now, right?
Right.
That's what I think is most important. I think the other thing too, Kekeli, is that, business today is not what it was 5 years ago.
No,
And even when you started your business, the pandemic had happened, right? And so there was a lot going on, but then a lot of things changed due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
So a lot of businesses went out of business, because there was some of the businesses that was going at that time, well, all of a sudden they weren't relevant anymore.
Right.
And so I think that's important for us to always keep looking at our industry to find out what the trends are, and looking at them 5 years out, because you don't want to be in a industry and then all of a sudden here it is like, all of a sudden you saw things going down, but you thought, okay, I'm just going to keep doing this or whatever. And all of a sudden, you see now that your sales have just like kind of bottomed out, and you're like, okay, what's going on? And then you look up and you say, wow, they said that this trend would end in the next couple of years. I didn't realize that a couple of years had already passed. So you have to be always looking at what you can do next, and keeping on track with the different things that you can do. And then in this industry, in the salon business, the beauty business, it changes every day.
It changes every day. Right.
I mean, there's always something different that's coming out. There's always different types of something different. There's different, moisturizers. There's different this, that, or the other. So in almost every industry, there's things that are changing, going from one thing to the other. So we have to, as business owners, and we want to make sure that our business is growing, staying on top, making sure that we're putting in changes when we need to put in changes. Because I think what happens is a lot of times we get complacent,
Right.
And we think, oh, well, they're going to continue, but there's no guarantee they're going to continue, and that's what happens with a lot of restaurants. If you notice, a lot of restaurants, they've been there for 15 years, they haven't changed anything, nothing. So, now people have decided that, this place is not what's happening anymore. So now I want to go somewhere else that's happening.
Yeah.
And, we have restaurants that start here every other day. We have new restaurants popping up all over the place. And it's some that I haven't checked out. I love to check out new restaurants. I haven't checked out probably about 12 of them that have been started. Yes, but there's a lot of them, up east and west, and south, north too. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. So, but we have to remember though that we want to keep things fresh. And so you have to always be implementing new things. So that people continue to want to come and see what you're doing next. What are you doing next? Usually places like that have that kind of excitement for people, they tend to stay at that place longer, And so it's just, what am I doing next? How can I change something? What things can I do? Maybe this month I'm doing a discount on something, right? And I do a game of it. So every month there's something different. They have to come to find out what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? So that way you have people coming to check every month to see what's going on. And there's just so many different things that you can do in your industry and changing up things. I mean, you can start doing, did you decorate that phone case?
Yes.
I know it.
I just changed it.
Did you? Because
Yeah, I changed the case to that. It's a new one.
that's unique. So, I mean, even adding things like that while people are in there getting their hair braided, when they see this stuff, they was like, oh my goodness, where'd you buy this from? Oh, we sell them right here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So looking at things that you can have to sell, tips on what you can do, right? So selling stuff like that. Because when you go into a barbershop, they have all kinds of stuff in there to sell.
Really?
They do.
Wow.
They do. I know when I used to go with my grandson, to the barbershop, when he was younger, even when he was in high school, they would have all types of things in there that they were selling.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, from different types of combs and different types of shavers, decorated, blinged out things, phone cases. I mean, everything. Why can't you do that too?
Okay.
And so did you order that case or did you actually make that case?
No, I ordered on Amazon.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can see what it is. It's just little pearls on it, little white jewels and purple jewels. You know how to do that, So I mean, that's something that you can start selling. Is those decorations for the cases and things like that? I think that'll be anytime you can bring in additional revenue in a business, you want to try it, you want to do it. And you should always be looking at additional things you can do because you never know, like you said, you notice that it's going down for the straight braiding. So now you can look and say, well, you know what, maybe what we need to do is let's start doing different types of hair. We can offer different types of things that we can do with hair. So if someone doesn't want braiding, maybe they want sew-ins, maybe they want, what I mean? All that's in the same line.
Yeah.
Right? But you can do that. And the other thing is that you can offer, esthetician stuff. If you do, you have an esthetician in the shop?
Esthetician,
They do all this stuff,
eyelash, and
Yeah, so again, that could be, and they don't have to have a chair. I mean, you know what I mean? They can come in and just do that stuff and not have to worry about it.
if I tell somebody, she can come. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will accept it.
Yeah. So to do that, they put on eyelashes, they dye and color, eyebrows. They do a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
They insert the individual things. And so just, as a business owner, you're always thinking about what can I add? And in the industry, there's so many things you can add, right? Because all this is in the beauty industry, every bit of it. So those people out there, no matter what type of business you have, you can always be looking at what can I do next? How can I grow my business? And if you notice that one thing is going down, what's the next thing you want to bring up? And then you want to start advertising about that more and more, So just know, keep on trends, stay up on your trends. Make sure you're looking at your business from the outside in and making sure that you're adding and changing things all the time so people see something different when they come in. And then no matter what it is, they're going to want to, continue to come, see what's going on. Start some games in there so they get 5% off or something, right? So you can always add that. We have like a minute left. What do you think is one tip that you could give to a business owner, that's listening right now? When you started your business, what was that one thing that you wish you had known before you started your business? What was that one thing once you got in business and you realized, oh my God, I didn't know that?
I think the innovation.
The innovation?
Yeah, like make everything
Technology?
new. Yeah, make everything new, like add more, like you say, add more service to the business, change the strategy.
Technology, make sure you're adding in technology because that enhances a lot of things. And not only that, it saves you time. Sometimes it's cost effective. So if nothing else, at least check into that, right? It has been amazing having you here today. So thank you so much for being my guest on the Business Connection today. The Light Hair Braiding, and it's on Maple Street.
10154.
10154 Maple Street. So we look forward to it. By Valentino's.
Behind Scooters.
Behind Scooters. So visit her, The Light Hair Braiding on Maple.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Love to see you.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next time.